Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about etiquette and being classy. And it's the holiday season, so stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe. And I've got so many great tips and tricks of how to keep it classy during the holiday season. So number one, you get invited to a party and guess what? It's time for you to bring a hostess gift. Now, you can bring a candle, you can bring wine. If you bring flowers, please put it into a container. Bring it into a container because then the hostess doesn't have to take time to go find a vase and water and do all of that. So if you decide to bring food, check with the hostess first to make sure, does she need dessert? Does she even want you to bring food? So that could be a little touchy. If you want to go on the safe side, bring cookies, but put it in like a nice tin, and that's a good idea too. But how about this? Because it's the holidays, how about bring an advent calendar? What a great idea is that? They make these at, with makeup in them, with chocolates in them, but this one is doggy treats. How cute is this? This was from Trader Joe's, and my girlfriend actually gave this to me as a hostess gift when she came to dinner at my house. So I love that. Hot tip. Definitely, I am stealing that idea, and I am doing that the next time I go to a dinner party. So advent calendar, great idea. Then moving on, I want to talk about 3 books on etiquette. Number 1, this is the only book you will ever have to buy in your entire life. It is Emily Post's Etiquette. And in this book is everything you need to know about throwing a party, going to a party. This one says notes and letters, how to write a letter, what kind of stationery to use. Literally everything you will ever need is in that book right there, Emily Post Etiquette. So go run, don't walk, and buy this book, and you'll know everything you need to know. Also, how to be a lady. There's also how to be a gentleman. I think I should do a show on how to be a gentleman, actually, for the boys. But this is great. It talks, again, everything like what to have in your purse, how to keep yourself safe when you break down on the freeway. I mean, everything is in here. It's amazing. How to dress appropriately for the occasion, everything like that in this book. Love this. We got this at Brooks Brothers, but I'm sure you can get it online. How to be a lady. Love that. And then finally, last but not least, the current day. This is Derek Blasberg. I love him so much. He's so funny. I follow him on Instagram. He's best friends with all the most amazing people. He's always going to amazing parties and whatnot. Says, be a lady, not a tramp. Classy by Derek Blasberg. And let me just show you, I have to turn to this page. Hello, this is the difference between a lady and a tramp at the airport. This one's got her panties sticking out of there. That's not a lady. This one, she has a nice bag. This one is just, everything is all disheveled. It's falling apart. This one, she's got a nice blazer. When in doubt, put a blazer on. I mean, it just changes the whole outfit. I mean, this girl's got sweats like in Ugg boots. Now, I love sweats and Ugg boots, but not in an airport, okay, people? So this is just an example. He's got so many tips and tricks, and I love him so much. So run, don't walk, and get that book. Okay, number 2, as we were saying, dress appropriately for the occasion. If you're at a dinner party, I would always say go a little fancier, but ask the hostess what would be appropriate to wear. And I just think put on a statement necklace. Just make yourself look presentable and sit up straight while we're at that. Sit up straight. It helps you, it makes you look taller, it makes you look more classy, and hot tip there. So dress appropriate. Number 3, put your phone away. Please do not ever have your phone out at the table. And let me tell you, if you need to use your phone, you excuse yourself from the table and you go into the other room and use your phone. So absolutely not acceptable to have your phone. And for you teens out there, this whole TikTok thing, my daughters are always like doing all these dance moves and everything. It's so annoying. And then, okay, last night, my daughter, she's going like this at the table. I'm like, what is she doing? Why is she literally had her phone and some Angry Bird app or something. And she's going like this, like, I can't, people. I can't with you youth. Put the phones away. Bottom line, done. Need I say more? Don't make me go off on you. Okay. Number 4, your napkin. First thing when you get to the table, your napkin goes into your lap. And guess what? It stays there the entire meal. Now, if you do need to get up, to excuse yourself. Your napkin stays on your chair. It lets people know that you're coming back. At the end of the meal is the only time the napkin would go onto the table. And while we're on the napkin, this napkin is only to be used on your mouth, not your nose or your face or anywhere else, just the mouth. So with that, I will put this back in my lap. Okay, number 5. There used to be a saying, before truth, the right fork. That means a person would rather lie than use the wrong fork. That is just to emphasize the fact that you need to know what you're doing at the dinner table. I'm gonna go over this quickly. What we have here, we have a salad fork, a dinner fork, a knife, a spoon, the larger spoon. This is a smaller one, this is the larger. That would be your soup spoon. And then the pieces at the top of your table, the spoon and the fork at the top of your table are always for the end of the meal for your dessert. So, and then I'll move on. Your water, if you don't, generally your water will already be filled. And by the way, a hostess and a lady always sets her table before her guests arrive. Hot tip there. If it's not, generally the water is shorter, it has a shorter stem, that's how you know that one's the water. And then moving on to the wine, generally the larger wine glass will be for the red wine and the smaller will be for the white. Now, the way you remember where your bread goes and your drinks go is you make a little B and a D with your fingers. So when you're looking down at them, B, this would be your bread plate. Your bread is always on the left. And D, your drink, make a D, is always on your right. So B and D, remember that. And generally too, you always start from the outside and go in and use these first, then at the end of the meal, you go to the top. So that is pretty much it for the forks and knives and your place setting. So number 6, keep the conversation friendly, polite, and positive. Positive being the main emphasis. No one likes to argue at a dinner table. Please don't talk about politics. If it's the holidays, you probably might bring up religion, whatever. Those are the old rule, you know, no politics, no religion, but never politics at a dinner table. It's not appropriate. Also, talk about the other person. Don't just talk about yourself. Everyone, I saw on the Today Show that talking about yourself is like an endorphin. We get it. Everyone wants to talk about themselves, but why don't you ask questions to the person next to you? Be curious about them. What are they interested in? What book are they reading? How to Win Friends and Influence People, another book recommendation, and I'll put all the books down below. He always said, ask questions and be curious and find out what they're into and start talking about that. And I guarantee you by the end of the night, they will be a raving fan of yours. So be other focused. Think of others first, right? The golden rule. Do unto others as you'd have them do unto you. Then, oh, and never ever gossip. Never ever. That's a big no-no. I have a couple of no-nos I'm going to talk about today, and that is definitely one of them. So, no gossiping. Then, number 7. Okay, this one's a big one. Do not ever, under any circumstances, ever lick your fingers or use your fingers. Let's say you're having your salad. Now, the salad is usually presented first and it's on a smaller plate. That's the salad plate. So you have your salad, and guess what? It's that last bite, and doggone it, you just can't get that on the fork, and you want so badly to just push it right on there with your finger and then lick it afterwards. Don't do it, okay? Don't do it. Don't ever do it. If you cannot get that last bite on your fork, leave it. It's less calories for you. And you know, actually, it's not necessary that you clean your whole plate. I'm sure you're not starving, and if you are starving, please do clean your whole plate because I want you to be nourished. But unless you're starving, don't worry about that last little morsel on your plate, and don't ever use your finger to put it on your fork. Big no-no. Big no-no. Now I got that off my chest. Number 8, RSVP in a timely manner. people need to make plans and changes, and it costs money. People usually, when they're having parties, if they're having it catered, the caterer's charging them per person, FYI, newsflash. So please, they need to know who's coming, how much to prepare, how much wine to buy. So big etiquette no is never to RSVP, big no, but just RSVP in a timely manner. It helps the hostess. Then number 9, always offer help at the end of the meal. Offer to do the dishes, offer to help clear the plates. But if she says no, just don't push it. Maybe she really means no. I actually, for the most part, don't love it when I'm having dinner guests over, especially small parties, to do the dishes or have them do the dishes. It's like, I'd rather just visit. I can do the dishes when they go home. Now, big parties and family gatherings, thank you all. Yes, please. If you offer, my answer will always be yes, please. So just offer to help, but if she doesn't want any help, then let it go. Number 10, know when to say goodnight. Please don't ever be the last to leave. They're getting tired. If they do want to do the dishes after you're done, they don't want to be up till midnight doing dishes. So just make sure you know when to leave. Earlier is a little better than later. I would say when half of the people are gone, that's your cue. Don't linger and don't be the last to leave. So that's very classy to know when to go home. And a bonus, number 11, at the end of your meal, whether you're at a restaurant or at a dinner party, when you are done, the last 2 items, your fork and knife, they go off to the side at a 10 and 2 angle. Or a lot of times they do it sideways, but 10 and 2 angle, and 10 and 4, sorry, 10 and 4 at an angle. This puts them together, and this just shows that I'm done. I'm all finished here. And that gives them the cue that you're done. So I hope this helps you. Please listen to what I'm saying. It will help you in life, not just during the holidays. It'll help you for the rest of your life. You never know if you're going to be dining with the Queen. And speaking of that, my recommendation, don't forget to watch The Crown. And don't forget to subscribe. And I love you all. And have a happy, positive holiday and Thanksgiving. And don't forget to be grateful. I'm going to end with that. Always be grateful during the holidays for family and friends and all the blessings that God's given you. So with that, I love you all, and I'll see you next time. Bye.